Experiment with moving point A. Now this is a really cool part of GeoGebra is that you can move things around and they'll tell you the equation. So here, when point A is right at the origin, point 0, 0, the equation of this line is 1/2 x. Y equals 1/2 x. For example, when x equals 2, you put in 2 here, 1/2 of 2, that is 1. I'll make a table right here. So when x equals 2, the y equals 1. You can see that? When x equals 4, put x equals 4. 1/2 of 4 is 2. That makes sense right here. When x equals 4, y equals 2. Okay, now we get to move this point around and the equation is going to change. Are you ready? You'll get to do this on your own too. Let me move it up to there. Okay, did you see what happened? Now, oh, sorry about that. Now we have the equation y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Does that still make sense? Let's make another table of x and y's. When x equals 1, put in 1 here. 1/2 of 1 is 1/2 plus 4 is 4.5. So when x equals 1, y equals 4.5? Yep, that looks right. How about when x equals 8? If x equals 8, oh, I guess we won't even be able to see it, so there's no point in me checking that. When x equals 4, let's check this point. When x equals 4, does y equal 6? 1/2 of 4 is 2, and then plus 4, yeah, that's 6. When x equals 4, y equals 6. That's what we see. Okay, let's move around this little point again. How about when there? So what do you see what's happening when you move around the point? When you move point A, you're changing the y-intercept. And that is how many units up or down you shift the line. It's a little hard for me to move it on my computer. Okay, y-intercept of 1 gives us plus 1. Right there, plus 1. Okay, let's move this y-intercept to 4, and it gives us a y-intercept of plus 4. The slope always stays the same. Don't forget, we are learning the equation of a line in this form. M, which is the slope, mx plus b, and b is what's really important today, the y-intercept. Where does it cross the y-axis? That's called the y-intercept. So we can put this y-intercept wherever we want, and it's teaching us what the equation of the line will be. If I put the y-intercept down here at -3, dun, 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 there's the equation. Y equals 1/2 x minus 3. You can get rid of the plus sign, but anyway. All right, so this number right here shows you kind of how many units you're translating up or how many units you're translating down. And the slope of the line stays the same no matter which direction you go, up or down. The slope of the line stays the same. Okay, let's keep going. It says, place point A in 3 different locations above the x-axis. For each location, write the equation of the line and the coordinates of point A. Okay, well, we're going to have a long answer, huh? The coordinates, I'm going to put the coordinates of point A first. So how about we put point A at x equals 0 and y equals 1. Now, what is the equation of the line? Let me do that. It is at now, there. And the equation of the line is 1/2 x plus 1. Okay, let's write that equation here. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Okay, let's put it at a different point. Now I'm going to put the point at 0, I don't know, how about 4? So put the y-intercept, point A, at coordinates x equals 0, y equals 4. Okay, we're going up to 4. And then read what the equation is. 1/2 x plus 4. Okay, write it down. You'll need to be typing these in for your answers. And you don't have to copy my points, but this is what you want to do. The equation of the line is y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Can you see the pattern that's happening? I don't even have to write down my next point. I don't have to move it. I know what's happening. If I put the y-intercept at x equals 0, y equals 8, then do you know what the equation is going to be? Oh no, where did it go? Try that again. Y equals 1/2 x plus 8, because it's moving 8 units up. So this last number, I want to really make sure you get this. This last number in the equation, that shows you how many units up to put this y-intercept on the line. If you have a negative y-intercept, what do you think that number looks like? Okay, let's try it. Let's put the y-intercept somewhere below the x-axis, so it has a negative y-intercept. Now at -3, what is the equation? 1/2 x plus -3. Well, let's write that correctly. 1/2 x minus 3, because a plus, a negative is a negative. It says place point A in 3 different locations below the x-axis. Okay, we did one of them, and the location was x equals 0, y equals -3. And the equation that it gave us is exactly what we expect. Y equals 1/2 x minus 3. What if I put my y-intercept at x equals 0, y equals -7? Now, what is the equation of the line going to be? Well, it's 7 units down. So y equals, the slope stays the same, 1/2, times x minus 7, because it's 7 units down. What if I put the y-intercept at 0, 9 units down? Then what equation do I use for this line? Y equals, same slope, but minus 9 units down. So do you see the pattern here? This last number tells you how many units up or down to move your y-intercept. There, I'll circle all of them. And that's what they're showing us by this graph. Let's answer the next question. In the equations, what changes as you move the line? So what changes and what stays the same? All right, did you get that? Well, the y-intercept changes. As I move the line, the y-intercept changes. As I move the line up or down, the y-intercept, oops, bad spelling. The y-intercept changes. The slope of the line stays the same. There you go. Why do you think that this is the case? Can you answer this question? Why do you think so? Well, it's a translation. It is a translation of the line. So there is no rotation. That's why I think. There is no rotation, and the slope stays the same. Okay, now you think about it and make sure that you agree with my answers and that it makes sense to you. If you don't agree, send me an email and tell me why. Or if you think I'm wrong, tell me why you think so.